You thought you were just a weird kid. You were actually surviving. You had habits, behaviors, quirks that you thought were just you being you. Turns out they were trauma responses. Things you did that were actually trauma responses. You were the good kid, never caused problems, never had needs, always well behaved. That wasn't maturity, that was fawning. You learned that being easy kept you safe. You weren't naturally compliant. You were afraid of what happened if you weren't. You could read rooms instantly, walk into a space and know exactly who's upset, who's safe, who's dangerous. That wasn't emotional intelligence, that was hypervigilance. You were scanning for threats constantly. You became a people pleaser, always making others happy, never saying no, taking care of everyone. That wasn't kindness, that was survival. Making others happy kept you from being hurt. You apologized for everything. Sorry for existing. Sorry for having needs. Sorry for taking up space. That wasn't politeness, that was learned shame. You were taught you were a burden. You avoided conflict at all costs. Never disagreed. Always kept the peace. Smoothed things over. That wasn't being easygoing. That was fear. Conflict at home meant danger. You learned to prevent it. You were mature for your age. Adults loved you. You acted like a little adult. That wasn't a compliment. That was parentification. You were forced to grow up too fast. You were a perfectionist. Straight A's. Perfect behavior. Never messed up. That wasn't ambition. That was trying to earn love. Maybe if you were perfect, they'd finally be happy. You dissociated. Daydreaming constantly, losing time, feeling disconnected from your body. That wasn't ADHD, always. That was escape. Your mind checked out when reality was too painful. You hoarded food, snacks in your room, hiding food, eating in secret. That wasn't greed. That was scarcity mindset. You didn't know when you'd feel safe or fed next. You were independent, never asked for help. Did everything yourself, didn't need anyone. That wasn't strength, that was learned self-reliance. Asking for help was unsafe. You learned to need no one. These weren't personality traits, these were survival strategies. What did you do that you later realized was a trauma response? Share in comments. Remember, you weren't a weird kid, you were a smart kid adapting to an unsafe environment. If you're starting to see yourself in this channel is about making sense of what you had to do to survive and what comes next. You can subscribe if you want to keep going together.